What's going on, guys? ZfreeZone here. We're back with another build video. If you haven't seen the walkthrough to this video, make sure you go check it out. But let's go straight in and have a look at this place, what we're working with. As you can see, there's quite a long entrance to this cave, and it is quite high. As you can see, this one, we actually got a lot of room to work with, so that's really good here. The doorways I can see probably coming up to this bit here. We don't want to go too far in, but we do want to do some fence stacking here, so we'll stack it all the way up until there, because I think that will just give us a good buffer zone. So from that, let's go and to our magic menu. This is a creative menu. Make sure you grab it on Steam. It's one of the most handiest menus I have got. Free build mode means when I have one piece down the bottom, it will just continuously let me put that one piece down, so it's quite handy. So we're just going to grab a few different items here. Nothing really in particular, but we do need some fence foundations, and we do need some triangle pieces, which we got those, so we are good to go. So we're going to line everything up first. Obviously we want it pretty low on the ground here. Don't want it too high, but then we also want it high enough to come through this little section here. So what I'm thinking here, maybe we'll start up here and we'll drop it down a bit later on, and that will give us the bit of room that we need. So as you can see here, it's a bit of an awkward spot. If we come over to the side here, we could probably get away with it over here. Might need to go up one click. But if we go around here, you can see the door's not going to line up the best, but then we're going to get a nice two foundation width. In fact, we might even come out just a little bit more than that, so we're not going to get 3 foundations. So if we go like around here, let's go like there. Let's have a look at that guy. So that is pretty nice, and it's still like curved in a little bit because you've got like this little bit here that's blocking it in. It's not going to be fully hidden, but it's going to be a little bit more hidden, especially when you got like something like that. It's not too bad there, so we're going to go with that. And now to get this started, we are going to try and fence stack inside here, which most of my videos, you notice I do not fence stack inside the cave, but that's what we're going to do today. We're going to try it and see how we go. So what we're going to do here, I need my fence foundations, so we're going to go in the middle of these guys here, and one more at the end there. Alright, now we're going to come over to the side, just like so, and then we got those stacked there. Now we're going to take these guys out, and we're actually going to work on this side of the cave, and we should have enough room to do what we need to do. So we get rid of those guys like that. Then we get our triangle piece out, and we are going to go around. So as you can see, there is just enough room there. And now we're going to get our fence foundation and put it there, and as you can see, the first stack is done. So that's really nice there. And now we're going to come out and delete these guys. So we'll just get rid of those guys there. And we're actually going to get rid of these top ones as well, because we're going to get the foundation, and we're going to run the foundation one little bit higher, as you can see there. And then we are going to go back to our fence foundations here, right in the middle here, and then right on the side. As you can see, we are just copying this across, and we're going to do the same just there. So now that's done, we're going to get rid of this guy again, just like so, and then we'll try and go from this guy and see where we end up. We should just end up right there, so that's the next one down. And then we're just going to put a fence foundation there and delete these guys again. So we're just going to go through and delete that, delete this fence foundation at the end here as well, and then we're going to come back with the foundation and run that guy through. And then the fence foundations, we'll be doing another tutorial on this shortly, fence foundation stacking, but as you can see here, you get a pretty good idea of what's going on here. So we're going to get rid of that guy, we're going to put one there, and then we're going to get rid of this guy as well. And then we're going to go with the triangle pieces again and come back around when we can see that a bit better. That's what's the problem, so we'll get rid of that guy. And then we come back there, and as you can see, we actually finished the stacking just there, so it's all stacked up now. So just to finish this off, we are going to delete these guys and run a foundation through once more. But as you can see, pretty simple process. Once you got it down, there's a few steps there, but once you get it down quite easy, it goes down so easy. So we'll get rid of that guy, so we're free, and then the foundations down, then fence foundations in between, and then put there, just the same. There we go. And now that is done, we get rid of these foundations, and we just stack our fence foundations in the middle here, and we are pretty much done with the stacking. So nice and easy there. There we go there, and wait till the rubble's gone. We need one more there. Now we've gone past our point a little bit, but I think that's fine. We're going to go with that, and we are good there. So now let's get our doors out. So now we're going to pick where our doors are going to go. Let's put one on each side and just test them. So we can use both sides here. So I'm actually going to go with the other side. So this is going to be a door entrance just here. Why am I doing that? Because they could shoot arrows at this one easy. They can still get them in this one, but it's just going to be that little bit harder, and that is always good. So now we're down this far. We're going to skip one. So I'm going to skip one there, and then we're going to come down on this side. And there we go, we're going to have the doors the rest of the way. Another reason why we do that is so when they're shooting arrows down here, which it actually is pretty awkward to when you get down to the further bits, they're not just going to be able to shoot arrows straight through. They're going to come to a point where they have to stop and then come in here and try and blow through these guys here. So it's just a little cut off point. It's not much, but it does help when they're raiding. It helps you out more than it just annoys them, and helps you out, and that's what you want. So that's what I'm talking about just there. I'm just going to put that in so you can see what's going on. Put one more, and just that's enough room to scoot over and keep going down. Just so they can't shoot arrows all the way through, because obviously with these kind of builds, arrows are the way to go to get into these ones. So that's what we're just preventing there, and a little bit more. And as you can see, that is pretty much done. The stacking is done. We're just going to continue it down here, as you can see there. Beautiful. And now with fence foundations, you cannot put them on top of doorways, but you can put them on top of fence foundations. So how we deal with that is you run it off the fence foundation. Let's get our torch back out because we need that guy. So we go here, and we are going to run our fence foundations on this side of the world, just like so. Pretty sure we've got one more to go there. Nope, that is it. And now they're on the side. Now we can put them on top of the doors. So they're not actually sitting on top of the doors. They are actually in the wall, in the roof, and they're coming off these side ones. So that's how they work. If you can't work it out like this, you can always just use walls. And walls work on top of doors absolutely fine. So now we are here, and as I said before, we want to step down because this is a nice flat floor, and we are up just a little bit too far. So how we do that, we go over our foundation, and we put the foundation down. Grab our torch out so you can see what I'm doing. And then we get our fence foundation, so we can have this height or that height. We're going to go with that height down the bottom there. And then we're going to delete that, and then we're going to put the foundation back, which is number 3, and as you can see, we've stepped down just a little bit there, and now we're going to cover the floor with these foundations, and that is absolutely perfect. Now put in those little gaps on the side, and we are good. So that's going to be our floor, and as you can see, you can step up that, no problem. It's not a big step, but it is just enough for us to lower it where we want to go. So now we're going to have another foundation. We're going to try and put it in the wall as far as we can, just like so. And we're going to get another level here. And we're going to run the level along, just like that. Now we'll come to a point where that foundation in the corner is not supporting this anymore. So we're going to put a foundation in the wall over here. Get this torch back out. And with those foundations, it should hold a lot better. And maybe we can try and find a spot just like over here where we can put another foundation, hopefully. Which it doesn't seem like it wants to go, so we're going to try do that and then come over here, which it's not going to like either, but that foundation that we just put into the wall there is perfect, so we're going to use that as support. So we have 3 foundations holding this roof up at the moment, and we're just going to check if we can put one anywhere else, which it doesn't look like we can. We've just hit our limit. You could always just run across there and just make it look a little bit more legit there. But that's going to be it there. And I always like to put the hatch door at the door, because then you're not wasting so much room. Gives you just that little bit extra. And now we've got our torch out again. We can see what room we're actually working with, which we have got plenty of room in here. To have crafting tables in here and a bed, you're pretty much living the dream in here. You could probably stack this quite well. But that's pretty much going to be the tutorial of building this in. As you can see, it was quite simple. Put it together quite fast, so I hope you guys enjoyed that one. There's not too many materials, and you are pretty bunkered in, which is always nice. And with these builds, just get a repair hammer and a couple of spare mats, and you could sit here repairing these walls for a long time, and you should be sweet from any raid. But yeah, that's going to be this video. Stick around to watch me fill this guy out. I'm going to do a bit of a speed run. And yeah, as I said at the start of the video, if you haven't seen the walkthrough once it's finished, make sure you check out that video. I'll try and link it in the description. If not, it's in my YouTube channel, so make sure you check that out. We also got a Discord going, which is booming at the moment, and we also got a Facebook page, so make sure you check one of those guys out. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Enjoy. See you.